Living the Sweet Life by Experiencing Great Art. Welcome to La Dolce Vita Files. I'm your host, Donna DeRosa, the founder of La Dolce Vita Lifestyle. In the opening sequence of Fellini's movie La Dolce Vita, we see a helicopter carrying a statue of Jesus Christ over Rome, past ruins, past new housing developments, and finally settling in St. Peter's Square. It shows the complexity of the eternal city of Roma, with modern life taking place among the ancient ruins and the strong influence of the Catholic Church. Italy is filled with great art. It's everywhere. It's in the churches, the architecture, on street corners. When we think of a great Renaissance in art, we think mainly of Italy. When you are surrounded by that much beauty and antiquity, you have a great respect for your community and your heritage. Finding yourself in art. In researching my family tree, I sometimes go to Google and search for the name DeRosa to see what comes up. I found some paintings that I thought were from the Renaissance era, which would be the 1400s to the early 1500s, but after some research, realized they were from the Baroque period, which was booming in Naples, Italy from about 1590 to 1720. The artist's name was Francesco DeRosa, known as Pacheco DeRosa, who was active in the early to mid-1600s. Pacheco also had 3 sisters who modeled for many of the painters. One sister in particular, named Agnella, sometimes called Diana, was also a skilled painter. In looking through Pacheco's paintings, I found a picture that looks remarkably like me. It's known as Jesus and the Adulteress. Now, you know when someone tells you that you look like someone and you think, not really. I've had people say to me, you look like Linda Ronstadt, or you look like Christina Ricci, and I'm like, no, I don't see it. But I really do think this picture looks like me when I was in my 20s. I like to think we are related in some way. Possibly the model for this painting was his sister Agnella. I haven't been able to trace my family tree back that far yet, and there is not much information about Pacheco and Agnella, so it's all in my imagination at this time. I've always been fascinated by people who can paint. I've tried myself many times, and while I can create a picture that is pleasing to the eye, I am definitely no artist. After my mother died a few years ago, my brothers and sisters and I went to the Philadelphia Museum of Art, where they have the most famous of Pacheco DeRosa's paintings, The Massacre of the Innocents. In true 21st century fashion, we took a group selfie in front of it. Walking around a calming place like the museum, looking at centuries of great beauty and art, helped us heal a little that day. It makes me wonder how these traits run in families. When researching the Irish side of my family tree, I found that my great-grandfather, my mother's mother's father, was a glassblower and later the manager of a glassblowing factory in Philadelphia. My sister has always loved colored glass. Does she get that from him? We're planning to take glassblowing lessons this summer for fun, and who knows, maybe she'll find she has a real talent for it. Creating your own art. I encourage you to get out and see some great art. Go to a museum or a concert or a ballet. If you can't get out, watch a great film. May I suggest La Dolce Vita? Or turn on the classical music radio station. Or buy some paints and a canvas and create your own work of art. It doesn't have to be a masterpiece. Just paint with colors that you like. Hang it on your wall. Every time you look at it, you'll be reminded that you made that. I find when I paint, I get lost for hours in the activity of it. It's like a meditation. There is no room for worry when you are fully concentrated on the task. Art is a great connector. Through the eyes of the artist, you can see the history of human struggles. Sickness, revenge, love, faith, violence, nature, all played out in oils, stone, and metal. No matter what country the artist was born and lived, the same themes run through their works. We all love, fall ill, heal, get angry, transcend. From the times of the ancient Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans, through the Renaissance, the Impressionists, the moderns, the same stories are told and repeated in different styles and colors. Walking through the Philadelphia Museum, It's impossible not to feel connected to humanity. Experience the universality of great art. It connects us all, no matter what race, sex, religion, income level, or language we speak. We're all the same. We're all human, and we're all capable of great art in some form. It's what separates us from the animals. Find your art, find your talent, find your strength, and share it with the world. Finding peace. Have you lost someone dear to you recently? Is there a special place in your city or hometown that reminds you of that person? Visit it. Let yourself feel all the emotions that bubble up with that place. Take it in. Let it out. It will help, I promise. With the recent violent events that have happened in our country, like bombings, shootings, natural disasters, and nasty elections, turning to art can have a curative effect. You realize that each decade and century has its tragedies. We think we've made progress, and then it seems each generation forgets the lessons learned. Art can help. Art can heal. Art can bring people together. Find healing through art. You'll be living La Dolce Vita when you are sharing your talents with others. As you know, I like to end each podcast episode by giving you some homework. I call them La Dolce Vita practices. The more you practice, the better you will get at living the sweet life. Your homework this time is to listen to Beethoven. My hometown, Philadelphia, has a long association with classical music, from the Curtis Institute of Music to the Philadelphia Orchestra, with former directors Leopold Stokowski, Eugene Ormandy, Riccardo Muti, and so on. Beethoven has long been a favorite in our city. As I was traveling around town running errands the other day, they were playing Beethoven's Symphony No. 7 on the radio. I was in and out of the car every few minutes doing my shopping, and every time I hopped back in the car, Beethoven was there to greet me. Your Dolce Vita action for this week is listen to an hour of Beethoven. May I suggest his late piano sonatas? Ludwig van can be soothing, exciting, contemplative, tumultuous, emotional, witty, and beautiful. Give in to the beauty of Beethoven. I'll see you in the next episode, where we'll discuss life around the kitchen table. Until next time, ciao! If you enjoyed this episode, sign up for weekly emails at DonnaDeRosa.com.